Well, hey, please listen. Do you know anything about vacuums? Well, my friends, I tell you, I use a vacuum sealer. They come with little devices to where you can actually seal up mason jars by sucking the air out of it, which would cause a vacuum inside a sealed container, my friends. Now, we're told out in outer space there's vacuum out there everywhere. But yet here we are on Earth, clouds floating around and everything, and yet the vacuum's not sucking our air away? Well, how can that be? It's got to have some sort of barrier, would you not think, my friends, to separate the suction that's on the outside and outer space? This is such a smaller scale, my friends, so that you can see that if you're going to have a vacuum, there are parameters in every direction that needs to be sealed off, my friends. For you to put a seal onto it, it cannot have any holes. To perform a vacuum, it must have a seal and something to hold a vacuum. Or in things like if you had a space rocket or something in here, unless you put air into here, those little rocket engines would never start. But how is it that we on this earth, and everybody knows, they've been taught in school that you go up a ways, it's all a vacuum. But down here, we're not restricted in any manner from sucking in air and spitting it back out. And though we know that it is virtually impossible to put a vacuum on anything unless it is sealed. Otherwise, a vacuum pump is just going to run and run and run and run, pulling air out where the holes are allowing air in. It just doesn't work, my friends. If there's vacuum all the way around us, my friend, we too would have to be vacuumed unless we are in a sealed environment. And then they could put all the vacuum they want out there without affecting us. Tells me the mentality of those, sort of like Billary that claimed they were cracking that dome. What if they did crack it, my friends, and what is on the inside gets sucked out to space? But what matters the most, my friends, is that the new moon took place 7 o'clock a.m. on March 29th, Thursday the 10th at sunset. Through Friday at sunset will be the Passover. I hope you all make it if you desire to do so. Keep it the best you can, my friends, and then Friday at sundown to Saturday. Sabbath at sundown will be the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Hope to see you there, wherever there may be. Prove all things. Study to show yourselves approved. Know that you're loved and prayed for always, my friends. Bye.